Hello, everybody. Oh, you know what I did again? Not check our levels, but I did remember that I am Tay and Taylor is Taylor, and I'm not confusing who's talking on the overlay. Let me know if things are goofy. But welcome. Hey, it's your Emporium. Thank you for joining us at the Nexus of Chaotic Fun. We're already there. And creativity, where adventures roll dice and digital realms come to life. Embrace the entropy of our community as we celebrate the unpredictability of tabletop stories and the dynamic worlds of video games and just enjoy each other's company. How can you do that? You say, hey, join our Discord. Come hang out. Come play some wonderful games. There's going to be so much going on. And for all of that, I'm going to throw it over to Kian first so that they can get us all in the loop on the channel stuff before I get into today's situation.
Thank you. I have a schedule written out now so that I can actually remember what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Starting on March 11th, we are going to be doing Minecraft Taskmaster, which I'm super excited about. I'm really bad at Minecraft, but I'm going to play Ashton. There was some genuine enthusiasm there, so I know that you're going to be joining us.
Ashton, you can take my spot. I realized I double booked myself and I can't play anymore. So
wait, what time? Say it again. What's the time?
It starts March 11th. I think we're doing it at 7 Central.
What's the day of the week?
Every other Monday. Every other Monday. Fuck. God damn it! You guys suck.
If only. I know. Listen, if you do it on any other day, I could swing it.
Okay.
Any other day.
Just Ashton and I will play our own. It's just us competing.
On Tuesday, we are starting our Horror Masks AP run by JD. They call us villains. Super excited. I'm in that game. I am absolutely thrilled. The chat has been unhinged. We played a first session off stream. It's going to be awful. Very excited about it. Thursdays, we play Project Breach Extraction, which is a Cypher AP run by Harp. Fridays, obviously, we are here. Lust and Dust, Tales from the Thirsty Waste, run by Taylor. Saturdays are Traveling Home. There it is, technically GM-less, but Amber is kind of spearheading it. And then upcoming, we will be doing an Invisible Sun campaign run by me, which I'm really excited about. So getting that all worked out. And of course, right now, we are fundraising for the children's, I just forgot. It is the Children's Release Fund of Palestine. I believe that's the official name of it. But definitely feel free to donate. I'll drop the link in the chat momentarily as soon as I grab it. But yeah, donate, come hang out with us, come watch what we do, all the shenanigans, join our Discord. I'll drop all the links momentarily, but I'll toss it back to you, Taylor.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Tonight, we're going to play some Thirsty Sword Lesbians, episode 5 of our Lust and Dust. Obviously, we are short a couple of people tonight. We will get into maybe why at least like one of them is gone in character. We'll figure that out. But before we get into all of that in our actual game, I want to go around real quick and let everyone kind of introduce themselves, remind you who we're playing, all of that fun stuff. I'm going to go in just my overlay view, so I will throw it to Ashton first.
What is going on, Power Bombs? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS, and that's okay. Hi, I'm Ashton, and I'm playing Anne-Marie. That's all we're doing, right? Are we just doing that intro? Okay.
Easy peasy. Then we'll go over to Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Caspia Seaseeker, who also uses she, her pronouns. And also, my internet just a weird flippy thing, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. All right, Kian, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon. And I am playing Marion, who uses they, them pronouns, I think. Dream Mirror Playbook. Yeah, just a little automaton lad.
Love it. And then I am also Taylor. She, her pronouns as well. Potato on the internet. And I will be the storyteller today. And every character that comes in. Also, accidental twin to Kian had to change clothes slightly today. like this is great. I feel like I'm just gonna like rock it. But XP to the first person. Tell me what happened last time.
Sable's hot.
Boom. That's it. That's all you gotta know, y'all. That's all you
physically actually on fire, and also just a beautiful person.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
Yes, absolutely.
Will you
all
give
of
me
those
XP
things.
for that?
Yes, I will.
Wonderful.
If you
thank
point
you.
out hot ladies. Absolutely. Yeah, we met the second, well, I guess technically both. We had heard tales of Zephyr, one of the leaders of the Dust Revers, and flying in and just a beautiful entrance there at the end was Sable, the other duo to that partnership here running the Dust Revers. As all of this is happening on top of a giant spire that it also looked to be some sort of kind of ancient building of sorts that had been repurposed by the Dust Reavers here, and very clearly may have been the home of the air crystal. And there's still a lot of air coursing through this place, so who knows? Who knows? You know, well, really everyone except for Anne-Marie, who had convinced everyone of the Dust Reavers here that she had found these guys tagging things, I think was our lie, tagging over Dust Reaver iconography and brought them into the slammer and tried to win kind of an audience with Zephyr without him knowing who she was. As that conversation went on, though, it became increasingly obvious that he knew what was going on because he also has scouts that saw pretty much everything that happened of y'all arriving to this part of the world. A quick little battle ensued that left Anne-Marie on top until everybody else was able to fight their way out of a makeshift prison with, oh my God, what were their names? The kid who was not a kid, he's a 20-year-old man and an old woman. I didn't write him down. Shit, and it's been a month.
Jeremy.
Like, and like
I don't remember
Edith
the
or something.
name.
We'll call her that for now.
I thought it was Wilhelmina.
It was.
Yeah,
it was. Yes.
I think
Okay.
right.
Beautiful. Yeah, made their way out of their makeshift cell here and joined the fight, but also Sable flew in, hair blowing in the breeze, landing superhero pose like a badass. And that is where we kind of pick up. We are in a blur of action and motion currently. Rolly is here and will be kind of contributing in the background, as I don't really want to like pilot the character for Layla, because also if they take enough conditions to die, I don't want to be the one that gets blamed for it. So they're going to be like fighting, throwing people off the edge and like keeping the reinforcements back. You also don't see Rumble in the mix, but could also be feasibly helping Rolly and fighting. You see the three of you as you have kind of run up. Sable has pretty much cut you off from the rest of the building, your other two friends, wherever they may be. And you see Anne-Marie. Then we'll have Caspia and Marion. Anne-Marie standing on the desk right over Zephyr, and then Sable is directly behind the other two here. Zephyr just kind of looks up at you, Anne-Marie, after already having a little bit of that shit-eating grin. He's like, "Do you have an accent?" I think he had an accent, didn't he? Shit.
I was high. I can't tell you.
I was sleepy. I was just a little ippy. I can't be held responsible for things when I'm in that state.
If he did, it might not have been real.
I think he had a posh accent. I feel like he was trying to be very hoity-toity. I think he had a posh accent. Anyway, he does now. If he didn't then, he's putting it on. So good for him, I guess. He's just like, if you want now, you and your friends can put down your weapons and we could just have a normal chat. Or you could die.
You are so cute.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lower the gun at all. It's staying in the exact same place. I'm not wavering.
Absolutely. He goes to just like spin around real quick, like roundhouse kick, and just tries to take your legs off the desk, just like boom.
Cool.
Fuck yeah. What would you like to do? I don't have to roll anything. You get to
right.
you get to roll, and I can tell you if it works or not. I guess the dice tell you if it works or not.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I have two options that I'm thinking of, and one is to do a cool gay jump, so that he tries to sweep my legs and I just jump over it and land in the same position, or as he goes around to try to kick my feet from under me, I just want to fucking kick him in the shins. I think I'm gonna do that one. That one feels better.
I love it. I think there's some shin kicking last time too. I like this.
Probably.
Just keep hurting them in the same spot there. All right. So would you like to do what is it called in this? Is it just fight?
Yes.
Oh, I'm in recovery moves. That's too far. Yeah, just fight. So daring or grace are allowed in this. So whichever feels better for your way you're gonna kind of swing this.
Okay, hold on. I'm just seeing if I have anything that will help me. Ooh. Okay. I don't, but there's something I'm going to do later. I know how to play this game. And by the way, I'm going to do daring.
Perfect.
What?
Oh, we have a roll 20. I should probably do that in case she'll do like some string stuff on these baddies.
Hold on. Interesting. Yeah. That's a 7.
Okay. Well, you still that is a partial success. So you don't get to absolutely wreck them, but you do still get to wreck a bit. If you look under the fight section, you get to choose 2, and your opponent gets to choose 1.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna do inflict a condition.
Okay.
And I think I want to gain a string on him.
Okay.
And I think I got a string last time. But I also leveled up at the end of the last one, and I got a new ability. So when I gain a string on someone associated with my villainous past, mark XP. The first time this happens for a given person, you each define a secret or vulnerability you know about the other.
Ooh, I think you got it too. Okay. You each give a secret or vulnerability?
Yes. I don't know if I am supposed to define his or mine.
I think you define yours.
Okay.
We're gonna keep track of our
boobs too big.
That's not a secret. We see that shit.
Okay, shit. I thought I could get away with it.
My secret is the main defining characteristic I have established for my character is actually also a huge secret.
No, this is not the secret, but like, what if they were fake? They're not. Okay. I think. Hold on. Let me read that description again, because I want to know if it has to be a secret or vulnerability. Ooh, I think. Yeah, I think like Anne-Marie's secret, or I guess vulnerability, is like she trusts people, but not 100% because she was mutinied.
She was mutinied.
Yeah.
Ooh. Love that. You want to know a secret?
Big dick. Sorry.
Huge, but again, not a secret. It's a little obvious.
He's wearing tight pants.
He's wearing tight pants. You see on the like shelf behind Zephyr with some of his stuff kind of there in a bag. What is something of yours you lost when the mutiny happened?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Okay. I think she has like a model of her first pirate ship, like in a bottle. Of like the one that was on the ocean.
Yeah. You see that sticking out from like a bag there as he helped instigate and back this mutiny.
Bitch. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's a secret there. I guess along with that, because he gets to choose one, and it is going to be a condition. So I will let you choose, as he does kind of knock your legs a bit, especially as you're a little dazed, kind of looking at this. But how does that feel? Maybe either like pain wise or realization wise. You know, you get to pick your condition there.
Ooh, that is angry. She is pissed. Like he fully committed like the worst sin a pirate can commit. Like she would rather have been cannibalized.
It could still happen. So
well, she doesn't want to be.
Like the other one's already happened. Why both?
Yeah.
You know? All right. So Zephyr and Anne-Marie are still in a little bit of a tussle here. What would either of the two of y'all like to do as the scene is starting to make itself known and Sable is starting to like stand up and kind of like crack her knuckles a bit?
So her gauntlet is on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like think kind of like if the Infinity Gauntlet was a little bit more like leather bound, like a little tighter, but it's got like clearly a big old crystal off of it, and it's like radiating this just like it's right now. I think maybe not flames as she's kind of like dulled it, but you can still see that heat, the little heat waves.
Okay, and it's fitted like this is fitted like a glove.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want that.
Man, we don't even have a Peter Quill. We got this.
Can we have a dance off for the fire gauntlet? I would like to. There's a move where I can take something from them. I think it's an advanced maneuver, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the expanded fight moves, there's a maneuver that lets me take an object. I would like to. I don't know. I'm not sure which move this would be, but Marion's sword is this like it's a metal casing wrapped around like a light beam, basically. And so it can extend into whip-esque, and it kind of exists in their forearm. So they kind of pop a plate open, and it extends out like a whip. And I would like to use that. It's super fucking gay. I would like to use that to whip it out and wrap it around the gauntlet wrist.
Ooh,
and you know what? I'm not even going to try to take it. I just want to pull her in really, really close until we're face to face.
Woo! Absolutely. Go ahead and roll this for me, please.
Could we? I'm not. Are we going to call this a fight? Is that daring?
Fight can be daring or grace. So kind of however you're spinning it.
I'll do daring because it feels pretty bold. And I'm not worried if she's gonna like slam into the table on the way over. It's not being graceful about it. That is gonna be an 8.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So that is a partial success. Are there different prompts under that special maneuver? Is it refer to the fight prompts? Oh my gosh, it is so tiny on my screen. Why?
I think it just refers to fight.
I'm gonna put this bigger. Why is it so small? Okay, let's see. Any other moves that affect basic fight move also affect these. When using these expanded fight moves, you choose from the following maneuvers, and then it tells you the option. Okay, so let's see. What was this a little bit more that you were trying to do under those like variants?
I'm gonna say probably faint.
Faint. So you get to inflict a condition. Let's see. When you use trickery, inflict a condition, mark a condition, and choose one maneuver.
Jesus Christ! I get to do all three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the mark a condition is for yourself.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to give myself the I'm gonna give myself the angry condition. I think
we're all pissed.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty mad because I just showed up and one of these assholes is attacking my friend. So I'm feeling pretty mad. And I would like to inflict... I feel like angry would make sense for her because I don't feel like she's frightened of me. Sable doesn't seem the kind to frighten easy.
Yeah, not much. So I will say... how kind of the conditions and stuff for my NPCs, because they don't have actual sheets, is not necessarily a named condition. It's just they need to take so many conditions before they're knocked out. Okay. So yeah, so you're bloodying her up, pissing her off. Like she's definitely taking it, but it's like she's got a cap instead of a named, essentially.
Do you feel like I could take the object right now, or do you think it's more of a seize a superior position, but I can't take it quite yet?
I would say seize a superior position. If it would have been a full success, you probably could have slipped it off. But right now you've got it, your whip is still kind of wrapped around her. You have pulled her in, like you're feeling that like heat radiating off of her as you've got it. And she just kind of like blinks, like very surprised that this has happened in this moment. And she's like, buy a girl a drink first.
Oh, Marion. If Marion could blush, Marion would, and just kind of stumbles out. You're a lot prettier up close.
Gives it just like a shit-eating grin. You too. And she's just gonna push the shit out of you.
Yep.
In this moment, Caspia, is there something you would like to do? As like currently, Sable is definitely like all wrapped up, has a superior position here, but is like in the process of like fighting back.
Yeah, I think I'd like to I think I can see where Marion is going with their move to try to get this gauntlet off. And you said we could see it has like a gem or something on it, right? So I think Caspia is immediately like, fire, there's a gem, this is probably another one of those elemental crystals, so would want to do something to help Marion, like do something to like help with that, either whether that's an attack roll or if it's like defy disaster. I don't really know which one it would be.
Let's see, I would say right now probably still just on fight. Since Marion had the upper hand, there's not really a disaster to defy quite yet. If Sable still had her free arm about her, it may be a different story.
All right. Then so often I can do this. So I have a move called Last Stand. When you face a superior foe on behalf of your devotion, which actually Marion is one of my devotions, you may roll plus conditions instead of the normal stat to fight or defy disaster that's about to befall someone else. And I have 3 conditions right now.
You have 3 conditions? Y'all gotta
Daddy does too,
down.
But my character, like a lot of my stuff is giving myself conditions so that I can like use this move. So I don't think it's just once per once per game or anything like that. So I am going to do that.
Okay.
So I'll get to roll +3 for fight instead of -2 because I have the condition frightened.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me. So That's 12
Jeez
for the
Louise.
fight roll.
Yeah. So choose 3, and your opponent chooses 1 to apply to you in response. What are your 3 options here? That you like to choose under the fight?
I would definitely like to inflict a condition on Sable.
Mm-hmm.
I'll create an opportunity for Marion. And let's gain a I'll gain a string on Sable as well by promoting her. So I think what I do is Caspia like sees what Marion is doing and is like wanting to help with that. So I think actually what I do is maybe look around, and if there's like if there's rope or a vine or something like that, instead of using my sword for the attack, I'm going to like really quickly grab like a rope and like kind of make like a bolo basically really quickly and throw that to wrap Marion and Sable like together like so that they are kind of stuck in like close quarters so that Sable can't get away and Marion can like pull the gauntlet off. And I think I'll say something like Cassie will say something like oh, this is a good first date. Just throw this bolo around the 2 of them.
I love it. Okay, so you have kind of trapped her like within grasp of Marion here, given Marion that superior position to be able to like grab this gauntlet itself, as well as gotten a string on them. And I think that what they're going to do, you're still going to have Sable stuck to you. You're still going to have the upper hand here. I'll let you have your D when you try to roll to take this thing from them. But she's going to seize the superior position. And y'all are fighting on like a very thin platform connecting these 2 things together. Sable looks at you, Caspia, and just like that very surprised, like, okay. These people aren't just like some little like beetles we found in the desert. They've got some shit going on with them here, right? Then looks back at Marion with kind of that shit-eating grin. She's like, well, it seems we're stuck together, so how about first date? Let's just jump in head first. And she jumps and pulls you both tumbling off the edge of this platform.
No.
And you start plummeting down. But we'll go back to Anne-Marie, who currently you have a little tussle happening here. You're seeing all of this happening off in the corner of your eye. Zephyr still just kind of like he's hurting. Like you had already kind of like beat up on him a bit. You shot him in the side of the face. Like it is all like mangled. But he's trying to act like nothing is going on. And so it's just like, you know, I think Sable has the right idea. I'll catch you later. And starts to book it for his plane.
Absolutely not. I'm chasing him. I'm 100% after him.
Okay.
Okay. Is he like going through a door?
No, it's all like very open, like pavilion vibe. So it's just like these big carved stone archways that he's trying to get out to like where some planes are parked on a flatter area.
Cool. I just want to use the shotgun and I want to fire a shot into one of the pillars, like the one that he's closest to. Like I don't want to like fully hit him right now, but I just want to like tell him that I'm following him.
Love it. Okay. Do you want to do that as like a kind of like official fight move, or are you maybe doing a little like entice, a little like something else, a little more like social game-esque?
I'm trying to see if I can hold on. That's probably not gonna let me clear insecure, even though it's dumb.
Yeah, also remember that there are things y'all can do to clear your own conditions as well. Remember those moves, because I'm very scared for two of y'all. Marion's gonna have to fight these two alone very soon, and I don't know how this can go.
Enticing or like insecure, take rash action. This is not really rash action, but I mean like no, because if we're not like never mind. No, I was thinking like if we were in like a building, like the building could collapse if I shoot one of those pillars, but this is like open, so never mind.
I mean, it's holding up a ceiling portion, you know, that's old sandstone. Like it could.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it no matter what. But hold on, let me read this again. Now, take rash action to confront the object of your jealousy and prove your worth. I mean, prove your worth. Maybe.
Show him up. You know, you think you can mutiny me, bitch?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. Because I feel like I could hit him, but I'm actively not. Like, I want him to be scared.
Okay.
Which is maybe not the best idea, but
yeah,
go ahead and do that. Oh, this is daring. Can this be daring? Or
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Definitely be daring.
Oh, fantastic. 9.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So were you trying to do that in line with a specific certain like kind of move, or just a show of power here?
Just a show of power. I just wanted to clear insecure, really.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you look over to Zephyr running and are able to, you know, make up a little bit of room here and fire a little in front of him onto one of those pillars. And I mean, like I said, it's like old sandstone as is. It's up here in the weather and the elements all the time, just kind of like crumbling. And you hit this one piece that we'll say has like a gargoyle-esque like figure, you know, but it like more like a bird, but kind of perched like a gargoyle kind of does. And that whole pillar just kind of crumbles a bit. And that statuette up at the top just comes tumbling and just like smashes down like right in front of him on that like foot that you've already been like kicking a shit ton of times. And he kind of stumbles back. And I mean, you hear a little like yelp from him in this moment as bits and pieces of this kind of area start to crumble a bit above him.
Cool. We're not done talking.
Kind of gathers himself and just kind of stands up straight and like turns to look at you, but also while still like slowly walking backwards.
Yeah, I'm reloading the gun fully.
Yeah.
Like
no, I think we are done talking. And he will pull, you see, from like in shoulder, or what are those little like harnesses called where it's like on the inside? I don't know, but he pulls a little gun out of the inside and will try to like shoot off at your hand there to try and stop that. What is the stagger specifically? Is that when you've just hit all of your conditions, or is that you've failed? It hurts.
I think stagger is like if something really devastating happens, you as a GM can tell us you are staggered, and then based on how many conditions we have, like we can respond.
Cool. I don't think you are by any means with this yet. I just want to make sure that wasn't something I needed to worry about in this moment, because you're still definitely he's aiming, but would you like to try to avoid this? You do your defy disaster, I think would be the best. You can do that with kind of however swiftness feels right. So maybe like grace, or you can just fucking tank it. But
I mean, here's the thing. Again, this is not the smart option, but I do want to tank it because if shit happens and I fucking fail, I get a hook and I'm cool with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, no, hold on. 8. Just mid.
And you're taking
all
it.
Day. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
GM will offer you a hard choice or success with the sacrifice. So, would you like to no longer a hand exists in a functional way? Like you still have a hand. It's a pistol bullet. It's not like blown off, but like it is inoperable in this moment. And maybe you get a hook hand later. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. Or do you want to take it, not have to worry about being in a disadvantage or anything with having, because like you're going to be short a hand, but the shotgun is absolutely done for. So it's either you take it and your shotgun and everything still works, but you're down a hand, or your hand is still good, but shotgun is done with.
I think I'm gonna get rid of the shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like it. I mean, it hurts. It gets you, but it's just like right on the edge of your hand, so it doesn't really get any like movable parts by any means. You'll need to like deal with that later, but it does just like absolutely wreck kind of this like internal guts of this shotgun. As he will continue to keep backing up, getting closer and closer, but you have slowed him.
Cool.
Just because I feel like it's more fun to leave Marion. I was gonna say hanging, but we're not hanging. We are plummeting. But Caspia, what are you doing in this moment?
Yeah, okay. So I don't know if I'm imagining this correctly. Is there like when they just went out like over the side, is there like a wall or something that they're falling parallel to? Like the building is also going down?
Yeah, so kind of how it is like there's the big main like spire that y'all were in previously with the prison and everything. Then there was like a walkway that was kind of like led to one wider section to the side that butted up next to the mountain. That's where a lot of the kind of planes were driven and parked in. And then that walkway continued on to like the smaller area where Zephyr's office was. So it's like they're falling off of that little pathway in between the two big buildings.
Okay,
the big
cool.
spires.
So I think what I would like to do is like as soon as Marion goes to, like over the side, Caspia is like beside herself because she's like, oh, I was doing something to help Marion and now like they're gonna die. And so I think what I'm going to do is just the spire that like I'm on. I'm going to like it's not really running, it's falling, but like running down the side of like just the sheer like spire and going to try to grab Marion and like put my sword into the wall so I can try to like grab Marion and stop them from falling, but also stop myself from falling. I think this is defy disaster.
I think so too, and I think you might be in a running towards a staggering position. So if not well here.
So with defy disaster, I say what I'm willing to sacrifice and pick my approach. I'm definitely willing to sacrifice myself in this moment. Like if I need to get Marion like grabbing onto something and I fall, like that's like the decision that I'm making right now. That I'm already like, because I think Caspia views Marion as more fragile than Caspia is because of being like an automaton, and Caspia's like, I've got this armor on, maybe if I make a crater in the ground I'm still actually gonna be okay. So I think this is probably plus daring. That's might, endurance, or courage. I think running down the side of a wall,
That's courageous. That's pretty fucking daring.
Probably daring.
I love it. Do you have
Cool.
any disadvantages to this due to conditions?
I don't have any for Defy Disaster, so I click this button. And I got a 10.
Peach soju's good, y'all.
Girl,
I've never had peach.
it's the best, right?
Holy
It's
shit.
so good.
It was really good. And that was like room temp. It hasn't even cooled off yet. Okay. Anyway,
it's
sorry.
insane.
10?
Yes.
Not yelled something. I don't know what I yelled. Okay. So with a 10, you do it with style, and at GM discretion, you may also learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string on someone. All right. You describe it. Describe this for me as you are able to, as you're going. I mean, they're looped together. You're stopping both of them in this moment, but you are able to stop this fall.
Yeah, I think it's like Caspia, like before even thinking, just like kind of like jumps out like the way that they went, like so that I'm down the spire, and just kind of get my feet like parallel to me. So I'm almost like not even free falling, like I'm falling faster than I would normally because I'm just like kicking off of the side of the spire and like pushing myself further down. And I have those like kind of rockets on my sword. So I'm even kind of using that to control like where I'm going and push myself like a little bit faster. And I am running evenly to, by the time I'm at the end of it, I'm running evenly to how they're falling.
Yeah.
And I just jam my sword into the wall and grab like probably the rope that's holding both of them. So like with the one hand with the sword and like my foot kind of wedged against the spire and the other hand holding on to the rope that got both of them. Because I think I wouldn't want to grab Marion because I don't want to like dislocate their shoulder or something.
Right.
Yeah, so grabbing, since I know I'm gonna get both of them anyway, like grabbing the rope that has both of them.
Let's see. Okay. Would you like to gain a string on someone? I feel like you're inherently kind of getting the other two a bit.
I'll gain a string on Marion.
Okay.
How
Marion.
many strings do you have on me already?
Just one. I think that's the first one cool. I have ever had.
Yeah, here I'll pull it up for you. There you go.
I was trying to move my stuff around because Dream Mirror has limits to how many strings people can have on me.
Oh,
I want to check until I advance enough, and then you can take as many strings as you want.
All right. In this moment, I think grab Marion. You can describe what's going on in your head as plummeting noise, catch, all of this is going on. But Sable, cool as a fucking cucumber, y'all. I mean, she meant to do this, you know? But then as like Caspia comes down and you feel that like hook of just the momentum kind of slowing and like getting pulled back up and slow down a bit, there's just like this like flash of like a little bit of pissed runs over her face. Kind of those eyes do a little like almost looks like flames kind of like rush over them for a moment. Because you had the opportunity, Marion, I will let you describe how you're feeling, and you go first to kind of like resolve that leftover making an opportunity before Sable gets to act officially.
When we started to go over, Marion's mouth opened and started to do that whistle that Rumble had taught them. In the hopes that somebody would hear, because this is not good. And then I think Marion's probably thinking of one of the missions that they had gone out onto in the wastes when they had happened to find And they had seen this when they woke up too, but like a factory where automatons were made, and thinking of seeing all of the cracked and decrepit automatons, and is thinking like, that's about to be me, because I'm gonna crash into the ground and there's nothing that I can do. So Marion's probably like as close to terrified as Marion has probably ever felt. And then Caspia shows up and grabs the rope. And this is a very specific reference, but if you've ever seen the movie Superstar, where she is talking about her parents and the mom falls and goes, it's a very specific noise. That's the noise that Marion makes when the rope is pulled and Marion comes to a stop. I've been thinking about that movie a lot. I need to rewatch it. But I think that the yank kind of pulls Marion's head a little bit sideways, because she's like, or they're trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on. So it turns a little bit too far to the side, because they're able to do that. And they look at Caspia, and I think Caspia probably sees Marion, like there's the flash of pissed off on Sable's face, and Marion probably looks angry too, but it's at like, Caspia, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you follow us down here? So Marion is a little confused about that. I would like to, so how did Caspia wrap us up? Like, do I have any arms free, or our arms, Jesus fucking Christ, bound to us, and we're like chest to chest pressed against each other?
I think it was legs. Was it legs?
Yeah.
On the legs?
I think, I don't think Caspia would have had your arms pinned, because the goal was for you to be able to get the glove away.
Okay.
So the attack would have been like pinning like around the waist, around the legs or something, but not like your arms to your sides.
Perfect. Okay. Then I would like to, I've still got my sword wrapped around Sable's wrist. I'm going to pull the sword up, and kind of shorten the whip. And I'm going to put my hand on Sable's face and try to push down and try to get the gauntlet to come free.
Okay. You'll get a +1D, because somehow, even in all of this, you do still have the superior conditioner position.
I really like
Or I guess you had the opportunity. She has a superior position. Yeah. Her superior position got lost. Now that Caspia's in the mix. Pissed about it.
Well, and I mean, being on the side of a building, superior position is hard to determine, at least for Marion.
I feel like this whole thing too is just happening. Like, y'all are still falling. You know, it's not like a stop, and it's just like the picture, like the image in my head is just like Caspia just fucking ripped, you know, one arm on the sword that's like in the side of the rock just like sparks and like magical glitter, with this like thin rocket trying to slow you down, like holding on to the other side. Like, it's very every single scene in an action movie when like the damsel is in distress and the rock shows up and like pulls the buildings back together moment, you know.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna call it feint, because dirty tactics, I feel like pushing somebody's face down is a little fucking rude. Okay, and I get, oh shit, do I get to take the 2 highest, or do I?
It's all together. So add those plus whatever bonuses you have, or subtract any negatives you might have from conditions or anything to whatever.
I'm good on conditions. But I rolled 3 5s, so that's a 15.
You should roll 2 dice and then add whatever. So 10 plus then whatever your bonuses are.
Wit. I get a +1. I didn't think
cool.
I had anything in wit. Marion's not a very witty person. So 11.
Witty enough. Absolutely. Yeah, you just like push down into her face, and you're ripping at the like gauntlet at the same time, is what you said? Or like the glove?
Yeah. I'm trying to pull the glove off.
Pulling that through. You conflict a condition on her. Yes. You also choose one, but what was the third for the feint? And then choose the maneuver, which I'm assuming you are taking the object.
Yes, I would like that gauntlet.
Oh, you know what? Oh no, I can't turn off bright mode. Stupid. Roll 20. God damn. It's like blinding. Do I have dark mode turned on roll 20? Is that why I'm so Everything's so bright.
Say, your screen, your face lit up.
No, this is dark mode. What the hell?
Shit.
It's not making the info bars white, but then if I turn on my actual dark mode, it all of Roll20 blacks out and I can't see it.
Oh, super helpful.
Turn on my light. I don't. Anyway, okay. So what condition are you taking in this moment as all of this is going on?
I will take frightened, which sucks because it's -2 to fight, but I think that there's a little bit of fear that oh, this is not just me down here. There's somebody else down here who could get hurt.
Ian, question.
Yes.
You can say no to this. I do have an ability that allows me to take conditions for other people. Do you want Caspia to take a condition so that you don't have that frightened one? If you want to take it, that's totally fine.
This only puts me at 3. And I think that you were already at 3.
It was at 3. But if I have 4, then I get more bonuses to attacks. So I'm fine. I'm fine either way. If you want to take it, you can. I'm offering to take it for you if you'd like.
I mean, yeah, if you want to live life on the edge, I will hand you a condition.
I think then I can't take frightened because I already have frightened as a condition. I could take insecure instead. And the reasoning, I think, is because when Marion looked at me angrily, Aspia thinks that it is about the entire situation and that Marion is blaming me for even falling in the first place. And it's not like Marion's not taking it or Caspia's not taking it as like, oh, Marion is like, why are you putting yourself in so much danger? Caspia's taking it as, why did you do this to me?
You shoved me off a fucking building.
So I'll take the condition insecure instead of you having to take a condition
I
for
appreciate
grabbing
that.
the gauntlet. Yeah.
Okay. You pull the gauntlet off. Caspia, you are holding on, seeing that this is loose. Sable looking pissed now at all of this that is happening. And she will just with like one just quick moment as you're trying to, y'all are still stuck together, is going to try and grab at this gauntlet, just like not like pull it out of your hand, but like almost like links hands with you, Marion, and like grabs around on it, and you can feel the heat like emanating from it and through her. Like she is still fiery. Whatever has happened, like there's still this like glow in it. It wasn't like it immediately turned off when you took this gauntlet, but we'll kind of grab like intertwining fingers and looks at you like still like kind of pissed, but does just like that really scary smile where the eyes are very mad, but then there's the smile, where it's just like, and just like, I really do hate a third wheel, and will pulse this like energy and like with the other hand shoves like towards Caspia's arm and like across the body. And you watch as these flames, and like Marion, you can feel it, but you can feel just heat as you watch flames just take over both of y'all's arms and run down, envelop the body. And you can just see it kind of like wash over Caspia. You see it kind of like wash over Marion, almost channel through the other arm of Sable as she just like hits you with this like, a punch, but this wall of like flame and heat and energy just pumps out, and is essentially trying to get you off of them, but maybe get you off the wall, depending on how this roll goes. You want to defy some disaster as this is happening?
Who's defying disaster, Marion or Caspia?
Caspia. It is geared towards you. It seems she's using Marion to kind of channel this energy with her. And like Marion, yeah, like she's holding on to your hand, but has like pulled in tighter. Like it is just like full. You can feel that across.
Luckily, the only condition I don't have yet is the one that affects Defy Disaster.
Nice.
So I will do that. Let me just really quick see if that for. No, not that one. Oh, okay, I don't have anything that affects. So I will just roll it. Courage, swiftness, or elegance. I feel like this is probably might and endurance again for daring.
Right. Yeah, try to hold through it.
Yeah. I did. So when I took the condition for Marion, that move gives me XP when I use it, which leveled me up. So I now have a +3 to daring instead of a +2. So I will roll that, which I'm just saying so that like if you look at roll 20, it's not like, wait a minute.
Like,
Why do you suddenly have more to that? I got an 11.
Nice. All right. So you do it with style. Describe how it looks as you are able to keep hold of, and I mean, in this moment too, like, are you still kind of falling, keeping hold of both of them? Like, what does it look like as you're able to resist this just like heat and wall of flame that takes over you for a moment?
I think Caspia, I just brace myself and take it. I think I don't flinch from this wall of fire because I know that if I loosen my grip, then we're all going to go down. I know if I like change my stance at all that we're going to go down. So I think just mentally, I am just using like kind of this grit and strength of like just having been injured before, having been in like high pressure situations before. I'm in like fight mode. And so I just like grip even harder, like position my leg even harder and just let the flames hit me, but without compromising like our overall safety of like falling down further the side of this.
Absolutely. I think I'll give you maybe some new information here. As if you're not flinching, you are holding, you're watching this, you are like dedicated to making sure that your friend and you do not tumble. You notice a couple of things. You notice the bolo that you had kind of like wrapped around is starting to singe and fall apart. You also notice that where Sable is kind of holding on to Marion and around this, you can see that just like kind of that heat energy seems to be radiating from it and around the two of them. But like the flames and stuff that were in the eyes are very much starting to fade. It seems like there maybe was a little bit of like this magic that like held on, you know, that is in there, but like they need this to channel it further.
I think with that information, I look at Marion and say, grab onto me. Because right now I'm holding onto the bolo and I can't like grab onto someone else or do something else. But if I can tell that it's starting to fray, then I want Marion to grab me before it falls.
Okay. Let's go back up to the top where Zephyr is, you know, shot off some little pop shots here or there, but that one that has just like demolished the shotgun. You were still in pursuit, Anne-Marie. What would you like to do in this moment as they are getting closer and closer to a vehicle?
I'm just gonna follow him. I'm not trying to like race him and beat him wherever he's going. I'm just keeping an eye on him. I'm following him, and I'm gonna see where he's going.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of continues to run down this other path here. It seems that the kind of what looked like just another spire in the way, this path goes around, and it's like a flatter kind of mesa looking area where there are other planes. As you're running up, you watch as he just like quickly hurtles into one and starts to turn it on. The propeller's starting to and rev up.
Okay. Okay, two things before I do leave this little area that we were in. I want to grab the ship from the shelf.
Absolutely.
And I want to look over the side and just see if they need help. If they're dead, if they're good. I just want to.
You see just like a trail of sparks. Some of the brush and stuff on the side of the wall where they've been falling is on fire. But Caspia's got them and they're slowing down. I mean, however you want to interpret it.
All right. I'm thinking about it. I'm just gonna give a thumbs up and I'm not gonna pay whether or not they see it. That's fine. And
I feel like
I'm gonna keep
no
going.
chance in hell we see it. Like I'm definitely facing down and away from you.
All right. Well, if
Y'all already followed like 10 stories too.
if anyone happened to be looking up at that exact moment, they saw it.
I mean, I was looking at Caspia, so
You were looking up. You just see me in the background. Yeah, and then I'm gonna head over. Okay. Do I think that this guy, like, I know he's like in a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like he's taken off at this very moment?
As quickly as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it just takes a second to kind of like, we're not that it's like old planes by any means, but I mean, it just takes a minute to get going.
Cool.
But it is starting to sound flight ready. But by the time you've like grabbed stuff, checked on your friends, run around, like he's about to take off.
Okay. So I can't GTA walk up, open the door, and pull him out. But I am gonna like a mugger in GTA.
Yeah.
No, I want. I mean, there's other planes, right?
There is, and you took the keys to one of them already.
Yes, I did. Is there like a button? Can I click it to see which one lights up?
Yeah, the little light, like burp, burp. Just like
cool.
one.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
All right. You also start kind of the take off process. It's like you've flown these planes or these types of planes, specifically Dust Reaver ones, and like so it may be a little like rusty to kind of get going, but you're starting to kind of remember what some of the buttons are and the things, because I don't know, I'm assuming like you were part of this, you knew how to fly them, but they may not be as like second nature as like a ship,
right?
To you, right? Okay. So you're starting to get it all up and running. Could you roll for me? Let's just do like a basic like wits roll. Okay. So do 2d6 plus whatever you've gotten wits.
Let me okay, I'm good. I don't have any minuses. Okay, here we go. Oh. 9. I'm fucking mid. This whole episode, just mid.
Look, basic success is still some successes here. Yeah, it takes you a second to kind of remember all the things. I mean, the inside of planes are just a nightmare, I feel like. But you're trying to figure out all these levels, this or that. Things are flashing red for a minute. You're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then it all levels down. You're like, oh, okay, cool, good. And you start to take off as you see Zephyr already starting off in the distance. But he's starting to turn back around. Like he's kind of taken off and is doing a little like banking maneuver.
Okay.
But you're clear to take off. If there was towers to direct you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm. Listen, I'm gonna come back. Let me be clear. I'm gonna come back, but I am gonna take off real quick.
You give us a thumbs up and fly away.
Yeah, you guys just see me in a plane.
Henry,
We're being marooned.
You take off. You like quickly have to, like, thankfully, because they are like kind of the smaller planes that would be kind of meant to land on ships and those sort of things, like you speed up and go fast before this goes off. You know, there may be a moment of like, oh shit, okay, we're good. You know, as you kind of make your way up. I think in a little bit of that oh shit moment, and you're looking at like all the things that you could possibly crash into before you're able to finally get it to turn up a bit. You see a dust trail on the roadway that y'all had kind of taken up here, and it's kind of hitting now the desert as you see Rumble's car driving off into the distance.
I didn't get a thumbs up from Rumble. That's weird.
Not get a thumbs up for Rumble, and hear as Zephyr starts to fire his onboard kind of guns in your direction. What would you like to do? What is your, we'll say, I will go to actual kind of fight move here as you're in it. Like, how are you maneuvering? What are you doing?
I mean, no, it's too soon in the fight to do that. I'll do that later. I'm just gonna, okay, hold on. So he's coming towards me and I took off. So we're like going away from each other technically right now, right? Or
I'll let you decide. Do you want to have been taking off in kind of the opposite direction or taking off in his direction? Whichever makes sense, since we didn't state it.
Well, if he's like coming towards me, I assumed he like kind of went over me as I was going, so it went like that.
Yeah, he like took off and like started to turn around and come back to the building. So yeah, however you want to be facing.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? It's not too early in the fight. Can I? I'm gonna fucking go upside down.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go straight up, upside down, so that I'm going the same direction that he is. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot.
Absolutely, you can go ahead and roll for me. I'll let you kind of decide if you're being a little more daring or a little more graceful, whatever feels right in this moment.
I'm gonna go daring with this one. 7.
7. All right, you get to choose 2. Your opponent chooses 1.
Cool.
What are the boob physics right now as well? I would like
Final Fantasy, where they're just
they fucking rotating over each other. Fucking high school.
I just imagine they're like in your like way.
Yeah, I should have rolled with disadvantage because I do have to use one hand to hold them down while I'm upside down. But okay. I don't want that. I want fight. Show me fight.
So it's a good thing you didn't let the hand get destroyed, because you'd really be a double disadvantage.
I'd be screwed.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. I mean, okay. I'm gonna seize a superior position for sure.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, I don't think my allies can do anything right now. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this can help them in any way. Yeah, maybe. Okay, no, I can do it with like maybe distraction or something. Yeah, I want to create an opportunity for an ally to you guys to gain an upper hand so that you don't die.
Absolutely. I mean, there could be some like stray bullets that help you out, but for sure there's this moment probably for everyone of like, there's a dogfight happening. What the hell is going on? Like, oh my God. Looking up. Absolutely. Let's see. You already took the superior position.
Yeah.
I think that they are going to gain a string on you.
That's fair.
They are going to, as you kind of fly over shooting, you notice he's not really shooting at you. He's shooting at the building.
Okay.
And he just kind of you could just see it's like one of those kind of slow-mos as like both of you pass over each
like
other.
the Umbrella Academy. We're just
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Umbrella Academy moment. And he kind of like does the little like I can't do it, but like the one eyebrow raise. There we go.
Right.
Was super
Like The
smooth.
Rock.
Yeah,
Again.
The Rock. They're just kind of combined. Everything here is just The Rock. We're really giving The Rock today. But does The Rock eyebrow raise and a little bit of a like try and fucking catch me. Like he's like provoking you in like a little more of a like competitive way of like he clearly feels much more comfortable in the plane than he did just by himself as a person.
Right. Okay.
Let me open this break screen.
Damn. A part of me really kind of fucking respects him in this moment. I'd never say that out loud though.
Let's see. He's gonna get an Anne-Marie string right there. Alrighty. And remember that you can use these strings on them. Let's see. I just had the thing up there because now I need to know. Let's see. You can at any time spend a string on someone to do one of the following: offer them an XP to do something. Find out what it will take to get them to do what you want. For an NPC, spin the string means they may simply agree. Add 1 to your roll against them after rolling, or add or subtract 1 from any roll they make after rolling.
Okay.
I didn't know that last one. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's provoked. Y'all are in this little dog fight of sorts here, as then we'll jump back down to the bottom as this plummeting is still happening, much slower now. I will say y'all go first. Marion, you've been told by Caspia to grab on. Are you doing that? Would you like to do a move in the process of doing that? What's our vibes here?
I would like to do a move. So I am going to listen to what Caspia is saying. And at the same time, I'd like to try to start to kick my legs free and make Sable like kind of try to jostle them. I am trying to get them to let go. I would like to separate myself from Sable. I think that at this point, realizing that Caspia is also in danger, Marion is kind of focused on making sure that Caspia doesn't get hurt. Mm-hmm. And I have a move called Toy Soldier. When I fight for someone else, I can roll plus heart instead of plus daring. On a 7+, they will choose one of the options for the fight list for me. So I feel like that is applicable here because at this point, Marion is not in it for themselves anymore. Confident attack. I feel like... Yeah, I think it's just a basic fight roll is kind of where we're at.
Oh, yeah.
And I get to roll with heart. Oh, which is a 11. So I get to choose 3, an opponent chooses 1, but Caspia gets to choose one of my 3 for me.
Okay. Y'all confer. What are your 3 before I pick Sable's?
I'm definitely gonna inflict a condition. That'll be one of them.
She's looking bloodied. She's not looking happy.
Caspia, do you have a thought?
Already taken an object from her. Maybe she is a superior position for the second one because you're grabbing, like you're kind of like separating from her and grabbing me, which feels like a superior position if you're trying to have one person fall and the other person not fall.
And I think the third one will be to take a string on Sable.
Absolutely. You can have a string. Let me copy one over real quick. All right. What is she going to choose here? See, here's the problem is like, I want her to flirt and provoke an opportunity. I'm very bad. Like, this is the worst game for me to jam because I'm very bad at coming up with, like, what in the moment sounds like a good flirt, you know? Because I think she
could
also
say, "I'm falling for you," and then she could let go.
Just falls distance. No, like, okay, so she's starting to kind of see that these tides have turned here, and especially as you grab on to Marion or Caspia, Marion, and you can feel the bolos break, and this like distance is now starting to be very apparent as she doesn't have anything to really hold on to in this immediate moment. I think she's gonna inflict a condition, actually.
Okay.
As you watch sheer fucking panic wash over her face as she tries to grab at the gauntlet as you're getting pulled away, and she just starts to plummet. Very clearly, that gauntlet was what she was going to stop the plummet with. And you just watch as she, all pretense of looking cool, all pretense of being a badass, trying to be flirty, trying to like be this cool, unstoppable force of nature. And there's just sheer fear and panic as the distance starts to grow. How does that feel for Marion?
Not great. I would say Marion is probably feeling hopeless because the choice right now is to make sure Caspia is safe or to save this other person, but I can't do both. And so I'm feeling very hopeless and stuck. Oh, Marion. They're not feeling great. This is not going to be a good day for them. They're going to not feel good once we're done with this scene.
All right, Caspia, I don't think you have officially moved this round.
I have not. I have a question for you.
Yes.
One of my tenets is lend aid unfailingly. If I allow this person to fall to their death, is that breaking my tenet?
I mean, I'll leave that up to you to decide, because I mean, there are times in which you are going to have to fight the oppression or bad guys and things. You're not going to lead to aid, but then also this is now a helpless person. Granted, they were the antagonists.
Right.
Now they have nothing to do. So that's up to you and how you kind of feel and how you want to rationalize with that now or after the fact.
Yeah, so if I don't do one of my tenets, I mark a condition. But I do, honestly, I do think, especially with Marion also feeling kind of this way, like, it's one thing if you're, like, in the heat of a fight and you're, like, fighting someone, but watching someone else fall and, like, seeing that happening feels really different than, like, swinging a sword at someone and defending yourself. So I do think Caspia also is having this reckoning of, like, I can either save Marion or I can save this other person, and obviously I'm going to save Marion. Obviously I'm not going to go after this other person, which is also, I'm not supposed to put certain people over others, but Marion is also an object of my devotion. So I think, I don't even know if I'm doing, like, a move right now per se, but as Sable is falling, I'm gonna wrap my arm that's, like, not holding the sword around Marion, and I think even, like, my free leg, because I have one foot, like, against the wall. But I think I just kind of, like, wrap my other two limbs around Marion and, like, kind of pull them close, and just try to brace myself, but I don't do anything to help Sable, which is gonna give me the last condition that I have of hopeless. Which I also feel like is pretty fitting because now we're just on the side of a building. we do not have a way to get back up. So I think the adrenaline is, like, starting to wear off a little bit. Caspia has, like, a shoulder injury that she got when she was younger that I think is, like, probably flaring up of, like, just pain of holding on to this. So is holding on to Marion, holding on to her sword, and just feeling like completely drained and watching this other person fall away.
You two. There's a moment of quiet, of just this air, and the wind kind of rushing between the kind of spires here. Heavy breaths. That panic is still kind of like bubbling in, but y'all are able to kind of slow enough, hit a little bit of a break here and lean up against, maybe a little ledge of the rock, just barely, still having to hold on before then the gun above you as you look up and see two planes flying off. Emery.
Yeah.
You have seen this like challenge from Zephyr.
Yep.
What are you doing in this moment as he is starting to kind of like nosedive and do a little flip to go back the direction you came from?
Oh. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Can I like catch up to him and do like a game of chicken where we're both heading straight for the ground?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Probably going to be daring again.
Absolutely. You see as he starts to nosedive, you kind of follow. He sees this like this challenge that is happening here, and it starts to go just down. You can now see just like the specks, but getting bigger and bigger, of your friends up against the edge of the spire, just maybe like 10 more stories above kind of this tree line that speckles the bottom of this very, very tall spire and continues further down on this cliff. What did you roll?
12. It's not mid anymore, baby.
No, it's not. What would you like to do? You have 3 options here.
Yeah.
In this fight.
Yeah. Definitely gonna gain the upper hand. Gain superior condition.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get can I get another string on him?
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to get another string on this guy. And then yeah, I'll inflict another condition. I think that's funny.
Absolutely. All right. Now here's where I'm like, what do I do? What's the most cinematic? What makes the most sense with what I was already planning he was going to do, but now with it done? Yeah, I think since you have like kind of seized this secure position here, you are continuing to provoke him. Oh, there's like 4 options that I want to do, but I don't know which one is the best. I think you watch as he continues to nosedive. And now you're seeing, like I said, Caspia and Marion holding onto the edge of this about halfway down before the tree line. And he's going faster and faster and faster. And it looks like beelining right at them. You can hear the whir of the gun start up again. And then bullets start peppering the side of this spire above them, Marion, Caspia, you start to see just all of these rocks start kind of tumbling down. You're having to kind of hold it in as bits and pieces of it, you know, a lot of it pinging off of Caspia's armor, but little dents here or there as you're trying to brace from it. Anne Marie, you're kind of watching this in a little like, oh shit moment. But then he turns up, like he nearly hits the trees, but he turns up just a second before you do.
Sick.
And continues flying, just like turns up and as straight as he can, just beelines it away from you all. Starts heading towards the desert.
Okay. I'm gonna follow him for a little bit just to make sure he's not gonna come back around. But when I'm like positive that he's fully on the run, then I'm gonna come back.
You watch as he goes. You can now start to hear some other planes are taking off from the building, as it seems like some of his guys that were able to kind of make it through the fight that Rolly is holding back here and start to take off, especially with their now both bosses MIA, like they're following suit, you know, they're getting out of there. And then you see just before he dips around the edge of this kind of mountain and out of view, still booking it farther away, there was kind of like the sun starting to set, that like hard kind of squint, the reflection off of this kind of metal bodied plane. You notice on top of the wing, someone is holding on to it, as you see Sable clinging to the edge of this wing and starting to crawl into the plane itself.
Yeah, that tracks.
And I think with that, we'll take a quick break. Let's stretch. Let me go get that peach soju, because that tastes so good. Everyone, stretch, take a little break. We'll see you back at like 49-ish in whatever hour of time zone you are in. Be right back. are back, everybody. Welcome to what was a thrilling first half, and I'm sure emotional second half. As it has been a day already for our folks here. But we open up, I guess, with Anne-Marie. You have flown and saw that both Zephyr and Sable are escaping. Most of the people in this building seem to be kind of following suit as their followers and their boss ran off. They're not going to stay here and fight people. Who's going to do that?
This is our base now.
It could be your base now. Yeah. Are you turning around and landing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna land and I'm gonna run to see if I can do anything to help Caspia and Marion.
I will say, I guess for Caspia and Marion, as y'all were like hanging, all this rock was kind of falling down from Zephyr kind of spraying gunfire as a bit of a distraction for y'all. There is a bit of kind of a hole that has opened up in maybe one of the rooms that was carved in there. You'll have to kind of like do a little climbing to get up. But you do see a way to get off of this sheer cliff face with like hundreds of feet below and above you.
Can we do a thing where Marion and I get into the hole in the wall before Anne-Marie looks over? So Anne-Marie looks over and we're just not there anymore.
Love it.
Yeah.
And your friends are dead.
Yeah,
all of them are dead, dude.
Anne-Marie looks over the side, and she is genuinely sad for a moment, and then she remembers, like she's like, well, at least I don't have to deal with like throwing their bodies off the side, like that's done.
Their bodies have been thrown.
Like that's like they made it real easy. So she's just gonna. Yeah, I mean, she looks over for a little bit, and just kind of like walks back to the plane, looks at the plane up and down, is like deciding what to do. Walks back into the other room, the main room that we were in, and like looks around for shit that she can steal, anything that's interesting.
I will say, Emery, as you kind of walk back into that other room and start to look around for shit you can steal, a lot of it seems to be very quickly kind of grabbed and ran when it comes to like supplies and stuff, as people were loading up the planes and leaving. There are still a lot of papers and maps and like parchments that's kind of thrown around and laid around. But you realize that kind of elevator that was pushed up with air is all the way to the bottom, and there is like not a bit of breeze in this room anymore.
Interesting. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna grab all those maps. I'm gonna grab everything that looks like even slightly useful.
Absolutely. We'll say like Rolly like comes up to you now like covered in blood, like just hardened, has like taken out so many people. It's just like, okay, it just starts picking up things with you.
Yeah, cool.
Just me playing Baldur's Gate 3 after every fight, just going through every container.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Cool. Do I find any magic items? No. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna grab as much as I can. I'm gonna like load up the plane.
Absolutely. You'll start loading it up, grabbing all these things out of here. Caspia
me and Rolly are planning our lives together.
Like, wow, all of our friends are dead, so what do we do now? What are the two of you doing as you've slowly and kind of painfully climbed your way up and collapsed into this room that is clearly hasn't been used? Is just dirt, or well, not dirt, but like dirty stone floor and wall, very similar to the other room that y'all are in, but like no door. This pillar currently has, or clearly has not been used, but you're on solid ground.
Yeah, I think Kathy, as soon as I realize that we're both like safe, I don't hear any more gunfire, I don't hear like sounds of fighting, I'm just like bone tired like instantly, and just kind of like sit down and start taking my armor off so that I don't have to like be wearing it and be like so weighed down. Also, I'm like physically injured as well with like having fire got like fire blasted.
A little singed
so
in the top of your hair, you know.
yeah. So I think just like before I can even focus on anything else, I'm like trying to like wipe sweat away and like tend to my wounds just because I'm like so instantly tired.
Marion turns around and not as hard as they can, but certainly not gently throws the gauntlet at Caspia.
I think it like hits me in the chest. I've just taken off my chest piece and it like hits me in the chest. I look down and then look up at you. I say, what was that for?
Why did you follow us over?
I saved your life.
It's a glove. You can have it.
That's not what I was doing.
I think Marion is not angry at Caspia, but is thinking about Sable. And Marion, emotions are like very complex to Marion. They don't spend a lot of time in their own emotions. They spend a lot of time looking at people and thinking, okay, this person is upset. What can I look like to make them feel better? Or things like that. So they've never been to therapy. They're not trying to feel their feelings. And so I think that physically Caspia would see Marion's features are almost like glitching. Like they don't know what to do with themselves right now. So their hair is kind of rapidly changing color. You'll see that their eye kind of changes shape a little bit and then goes back, because they can't figure out how to express what they're feeling. And I think that they just say, it doesn't matter what you were doing it for. If you were going to follow us over, you should have tried to save her.
I think Caspia sees this like flickering of like emotions and can kind of intuit that Marion doesn't know how to look angry. So stands up like so slowly and is so tired and says, do you want to know what angry looks like? Because I can show you what angry looks like. I can show you how to be angry, Marion.
I have a move. I would like to use I still don't know how to say it, mimesis move. When you observe someone for a short time, I may ask one. I would like to ask, whom do you wish I was more similar to in this moment?
Oh. Bitch, I'll cry.
Are you asking this literally, or is this like an out of character ask?
Out of character, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think even though you're asking it out of character, I think the next thing that Caspia says will answer this, which is I think I'm trying to think of how to word this. We'll say, you know, you are constantly watching other people and paying attention to other people. And if you were paying attention to people at all, you would know that what I need right now is someone who can be there for me and someone who can comfort me, because we both almost just fucking died. And you know who I really wish I was here right now? You know who I really wish I jumped off the side of a building for? I really wish it would have been Rumble.
As you're talking, Marion's features start to slip away. And not just like expression, like quite physically, they are making themselves a blank slate. And then Rumble is in front of you. And Marion just says, "Is this better?"
I think Caspia has to like physically stop herself from like lashing out at you and saying, "That's so fucked up. That's such a fucked up thing for you to do right now."
Another blink and it's Anne-Marie. Another blink and it's Rolly. And I think Marion just kind of cycles through. And as the changes get faster and faster, Marion is just getting louder and asking, "Who do you want me to look like? Who do you want me to look like for you right now?" And like, it would be clear to anybody watching that Marion is not asking Caspia this. Marion is asking themselves this, but they don't know that.
I think, unfortunately, the only way that I can clear one of my conditions is to take rash action to confront the object of my jealousy and prove my worth without any plan or advice. And the object of my jealousy is Marion. That's how I got this condition. So I think I just say, "This is why people don't like you. This is why people are freaked out by you."
I have to go.
Oh man. I know you were coming for Marion, but you're trying to snipe Kian right now. Damn.
No, I'm not. I have 5 conditions. I'm angry, frightened, guilty, hopeless, and
Sorry,
insecure.
wait, you have 5 conditions?
Yeah.
One more, Caspia would have been out. If Sable would have been tied up with them for one more round, Caspia would have plummeted to the ground.
Yeah. Jesus.
But I am going to clear one of them. I'm going to clear insecure.
I think Marion goes back to how they typically look, but it looks wrong. Everything's a little off now. Almost like they're struggling to try and keep that visual. And they set their shoulders and they stand back and they just say, "We should go find the others. And I'm going to find an exit as quickly as I can out of this room."
Yeah, I tuck the glove into like my bag and kind of like pack my stuff up and just follow you.
Me and Rolly are just drinking. But like we're just like singing sea shanties up there.
Yeah. We found a stash of rum under Zephyr's desk. And they're just like having a ball. Y'all are able to quietly, awkwardly, probably separated by a few moments, climb your way out of this tower. It's that like awkward, like someone's ahead by like 20 steps and then you're like following behind as you come up kind of in a doorway that opens into just a little small area and then has a hatch, and you push it up and you're like in that room that Zephyr had made their office, and you're able to climb out as you see Rolly and Anne-Marie with like a handle of rum between the two of them, just stacks of shit next to this plane, like just sitting there kind of like commiserating but also like letting loose. Anne-Marie, you see them crawling out of this like hatch now too.
Cool. As soon as they do, I want to stand up and take my sword out. And I want to point it at them. And I want to say, "Prove to me right now that you're not a ghost."
Any tension has just gone to confusion. Marion's like, "What the fuck?" And I will make myself look like Anne Marie.
That makes me think you're more of a ghost, honestly.
I look back like Marion. I don't. And I'm gonna go and like just start patting the ground to like prove that I can touch things.
All right. Okay. All right. You're clear. Come over here. And then I point my sword at Caspia.
Caspia's just still walking toward, like, just look. The type of angry where she's not even like talking or fuming, it's just like a bottle about to explode. And just as I don't have time for this, Anne Marie.
Bitch! I don't have time to be killed by a ghost.
I think Anne Marie,
by a ghost.
you feel like a tug on like the pants leg from your actual ghost, and like something just levitating, kind of being like, I'm fucking invisible, and they are.
God. There are different types of ghosts. It's fine.
If I want to
kill you, you see the rum bottle get pushed and start to roll towards the edge.
No, Anne Marie fully like dives after it. Grabs it right before it falls off.
Yeah, your hands are over the edge, like
I'll put my sword away, but I'm looking at Caspia like I'm gonna figure this out.
I'm just looking straight back at you with no expression, but I'm not winking this time.
Do you still have your armor off?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're a ghost 100%.
I just still like not breaking eye contact, just start kind of like cleaning my armor and like tending to stuff, but I'm just like not looking at what I'm doing. I'm just looking at you.
No. No, she'll be chill for a bit, but she doesn't trust you at all.
Not buying it. I think at this, as you're kind of fixing your armor, we'll say Caspia, we've kind of established that there is like very basic technology and sort of things. And so, it's not under the realm or out of the realm of possibility that there's a little bit of like a local land connection kind of vibe that you can send some things back and forth. You get a little like beep on like this just like very old, like basically only really works as a walkie-talkie, but if under the right conditions you can have some other kind of like functions with it, a lot of which you would communicate to and from the car while y'all are driving, kind of thing. But you hear a little like notification sound from it, and you look and see a message from Rumble on your phone.
Yeah, I pull it up, play it, listen to it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in here. Does it start playing immediately? Let's hope not. Players, y'all have it if y'all would like to listen through. Stream, if y'all can't hear this once I hit go, let me know.
Hey, so hopefully you found this, with sand stuff. I had to go. I was looking for Risky as we escaped the pen, and I heard a guard talking about her. She's not here, and I can't stand the chance of letting her wander further away without any help. I know that I should be helping you all fight in there, but I can't right now. I don't expect you to understand. Just know that I have to do what I need to do. I can't lose my sister, okay? She's too important to me. Okay, so, you all win that fight, or I'll kick your ass personally. It's okay if you're mad at me. I don't hold that against you. See y'all later, yeah? See y'all later, yeah?
This is played, out loud, we'll say, for ease, that you all hear this.
I think after it plays, Caspia is like kind of stripped down, like taken off the armor and is just in like kind of like, you know, like undergarment kind of thing. Kind of takes a breath, still looking at Anne-Marie and says, I can prove I'm not a ghost.
She's just looking at you. She's just glaring like full daggers.
I'm gonna slowly approach Anne-Marie and just put my arm or like my hand on like kind of around your waist. And I'd like to roll to entice you.
Oh yeah.
So roll with heart.
I get a -1 to this.
Oh my god.
But that's
I'll make it a straight roll just because I love it. I'll cancel out your negative. I'm God. I can do what I want.
I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so then this is just +0. If it's a 3.
Ghosts can still like touch people, so Anne-Marie is okay. Like this is a ghost trying to fuck with me. I do not trust ghosts. I'm this, if anything, I am more suspicious.
This isn't a ghost trying to fuck with you. It's a human trying to fuck you.
You know what? Listen. Yeah. Anne-Marie will, if given the opportunity and she knew the ghost, yes, she would fuck a ghost. However, she doesn't trust ghosts. She definitely doesn't trust Caspia like right now.
Yeah.
You don't have to trust someone, just fuck them.
So what is Anne-Marie doing?
Anne-Marie, so you put like your hand on her shoulder?
Around her waist.
Oh, around her waist. She's gonna like just kind of like grab your hand that's around her waist and just kind of like unravel it and take like 2 steps away. And like she's not gonna take out her sword, but she, without like looking away, is like putting her hand on her sword. And she goes, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing like shooting your shot and completely being shut down. So I think Caspia just turns bright red and just walks away.
Now, were you shut down? Or because like I said, Anne-Marie would fuck a ghost. It wasn't that she's not into you. It was just that she thinks you're a ghost.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I think still, like, if you're, like, trying to be sexy and then someone just peels your hand off of them, that's more than a hint that that's not happening.
The fact that your hand was around Anne-Marie's waist and her sword is around her waist, like you could have been reaching for the sword. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Red
I'll
flags.
just walk away. I just completely turn my back and walk away. And just say, I respect people's boundaries. just leave. I jump off the side of the building. No.
Marion is sitting in the back next to Rolly, looks so fucking confused. Because you just said you wished it was Rumble, and now you're going to make a move on Anne-Marie, and Marion is totally lost.
Yeah. So one of the ways
that you want to find a person out.
Oh yeah.
You want to figure a person out and see what's going on in Caspia's head?
Hell yeah.
Because I was gonna ask just for funsies, because I like seeing what y'all are thinking on, but if it can be in game.
I got a -2 on figure out a person right now.
God, we suck.
If you've got a string, you can add a plus to it if you want. Afterwards, if it will make enough of a difference, you know.
I'm sorry, I've never seen Ghostbusters, but is there a BJ scene in Ghostbusters?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's wild. I love it.
Oh yeah, there is one of the Ghostbusters. There's like, I think it's a montage, and one of the Ghostbusters, you just like see his face as he's like, oh. I think that's what's being referred to.
That's incredible.
I had not seen chat. I was so fucking confused about it. I was like, why the fuck are we talking about this? I'm on the same page now. That's gonna be a 6, 7, 8, 9, +1 for a 10, -2 for an 8. I'll take it.
All right. Let me for an 8, you get to ask 2 questions, and they get to ask one of you from that list there.
What do you love most?
Oh, what I love most.
And I think, and both Taylors actually, let me know if this is allowed. I think specifically, Marion wants to know who you love most.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the less interesting answer is probably Poppy, which is not necessarily like a like kind of a who, but like but I think apart from that, you would, I think, realize that Caspia is smitten with Rumble. And like, this isn't exactly what you asked, but like that message of like Caspia realizing that she is smitten with Rumble, and then Rumble being like, peace, bye. Like, Caspia is trying to deal with that. So yeah.
Ooh, how can I get you to not be mad at me?
Yeah. I think I'm not mad at Marion, really. Like, it is like the same way that Marion's not really mad at Caspia right now. It's like, we both almost died. Like, a lot of wild stuff just happened. We like think we saw someone else die, basically, from falling.
Yeah, and y'all have not gotten any confirmation that they're not dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's not relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emery doesn't know this is why y'all are struggling.
Yeah. So yeah, I think maybe Marion would realize, like, a mirror, that it's like a kind of similar situation. Like, Caspia is angry because of adrenaline and because of all this other stuff going on. So I'm not mad at Marion. I'm mad at myself, if anything.
Okay.
And then I get to ask you a question. I think my question is just, what are your feelings towards me?
Ooh. Conflicted. Not quite smitten. But probably headed there if Marion was self-aware enough. But
Yeah.
Marion's kind of an idiot when it comes to themselves. So so yes, conflicted and confused. But in a way that's different from how conflicted and confused Marion is about everybody. Because Marion's always kind of confused. But now there's a new level when it comes to Caspia.
Yeah.
And probably a little afraid because Caspia yelled at them.
Yeah, that's
Marion's
fair.
a little afraid. I think Caspia is mad at herself and you love Rumble most. So I think that Marion is going to kind of glance around the group and just ask, so how are we going to get Rumble back?
Oh, big woof. Well, I mean, we kind of have an advantage now because, yeah, Rumble's in a car, but we have a plane.
We have a plane?
We do have a plane.
I've read how to fly those.
I mean, we can find another plane too, but like I can also fly.
Okay.
You don't have to use your
I'll give it to y'all.
this.
There's a couple of planes that did not get taken because quite a few people got killed. So if you want to attempt to fly a death machine in the air,
plane squad. We're getting a plane squad.
It's gonna look so fucking cool.
It's gonna look very cool. I will also remind, just because it's been a bit, that and I think Blair mentioned it in her message from Rumble, but that one of the Dust Revers had told Zephyr while he was meeting with Emery that a girl had escaped, like kind of insinuating risky, and was out in the desert headed a certain way. I'll say that also in some of the papers and stuff that you found, Anne-Marie, as y'all were like drinking and looking through these maps, because it's established Anne-Marie's a map girl, you know, she understands all the rules of maps. That there is a place that is kind of on one, it's not like super detailed out, which kind of makes it seem like it's just like a quick drawn map for somebody to like kind of know, but there's one that's labeled Firewatch, and it's like in the desert, kind of in the direction where that guy had said that he saw, or that Risky was reported, and so assumingly.
Yeah. Well, that's easy. Yeah, we can all get separate planes. I mean, I don't know if my plane is big enough for everyone, including a ghost. Maybe
I don't. You feel a tug on the rum bottle trying to roll off again.
I'm just saying, I would, if we're gonna do this, I would like physical people in my plane, if possible. Like only physical people.
I can take a ghost.
Cool.
Marion turns around and looks just at the air. You can come with me.
You feel a rush of cool air come from behind you to the direction that you're looking.
I'm sorry, but a ghost on a plane is extremely bad luck.
And
for a pirate, no, you'll be fine.
Well, we've kind of had bad luck. I kind of killed somebody today, so, and you can tell it's trying to come across as a joke, and it's not funny.
I'm sorry. Also, congratulations, because that means that you survived. And that's better than you being killed, I think, personally.
I'm going to look at Caspia. Marion doesn't know what to do with this. Do I feel proud now because Anne-Marie wants me to feel okay?
Caspia doesn't look proud at all. So if you're looking to Caspia for like, how should I feel about this? Caspia looks dead inside.
Now, did you throw the body over the side? It's the first thing you do with the body.
She kind of threw herself over the side.
Oh, congratulations.
Not really funny, Anne-Marie.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to be comforting. Is it not coming off like that?
Not coming off like that.
I hear your note, and I'm taking it.
We did get the flashy glove from them.
Oh,
though.
was she the one who died? No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
What?
She's alive. 100%.
Is she the ghost?
You would know that. She's not in the ghost world with someone here.
Are you talking about me?
I'm not pointing
fingers. Are you talking about the ghost?
I'm not pointing fingers. Just saying. She's not a ghost. That I could be sure of.
I turned back to the air, probably to the wrong place. Is she not? She wasn't. She's not there with you.
How would a ghost that can't talk and can only move things say no?
We gotta get like a coconut with a face so that we can like.
No, we need to get a volleyball with a face.
Oh yeah, Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just like in like the dust that has like blown up here, you just get a little drawn no in the dust on the ground, and then like a very crudely drawn airplane.
Yeah, she was on the airplane.
Marion was mid-turn to tell everyone that she got eaten by a bear because the airplane looks like a bear. It's like something with a bear, but I turned to Caspia. She's not dead, and then I remember that Caspia is mad at me, and I kind of like stumble.
So yeah, you're good. You didn't kill anyone, I don't think, today. Right? You could have.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool.
Meanwhile, Rolly's sitting in the back, like using her two tongues to get like blood out from under their nails.
Yeah. No, we're all good. We're all great today.
Okay. No one's dead. Someone's dead. I look in the air again. But
you feel the air move. The cold air is gone. It's like, I'm done talking with this shit.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And we have to go get Rumble now?
I don't think we should go after Rumble. She decided she wanted to leave and do something else. I mean, where's the air crystal? I don't think it's here anymore.
Right. Well, we can assume that. Okay, if I look at the map, is there anything closer than where we think Risky might have gone to? Or is that the closest place?
That's like the closest that looks to be like a little bit more established. Like I think you see some notes for some like choke points where like similar to how y'all got attacked in like the sandstorm, like choke points where they can easily attack people, some little camps and stuff, you know, little areas maybe that are just points of interest or resupply. But that looks to be like the other like big settlement in this area was like this one, then that one, then there's one like closer to the ocean that does not exist anymore.
Yeah. I think we can assume that Risky, Rumble, and the air crystal most likely went here. So it looks like all of our own desires are in one place. Look at that.
At the word desires, I look at Caspia.
We listen, we love an ample booty.
I don't see Marion look at me because I'm looking at Anne-Marie because Anne-Marie's the one talking. So I just like don't see this happen at all.
Is that not? Isn't she right, Caspia? We're going after desires?
Sorry, what? We're going after desires?
Ample booty, yes.
I
think that's the same thing now.
Yeah. The booty is all in the same place, so it's ample.
Caspia kind of rolls her eyes because she still feels like Anne-Marie's not taking this seriously.
Anne-Marie is 100% serious.
And says, if our desire is the air crystal and Rumble and Risky, then yeah, I guess we're going after our desires. That's a weird way to put it.
Great. Exciting.
With planes.
Right, with planes.
I don't think I can fly a plane. Anne-Marie, do you still think that I'm a ghost, or can I ride with you?
No, can you not fly a plane because you are a ghost?
have never flown one before. I don't think I should try today.
It's a great excuse. I suppose that you, I mean, I don't know, Rolly, and I'm gonna look over at Rolly, and I'm gonna be like, I'm doing the math that isn't math in my head, and I'm like, I don't know if there's room for a ghost, because I do have Rolly probably in my plane, and also all of the things that I stole from this office. Not that it wouldn't be great to have you in my plane, I'm just saying that maybe there's not enough room for a ghost on the plane that I'm flying. You know,
I feel like Rolly
flown.
makes some joke about sitting in someone's lap, you know, or
Caspia fully takes this as another rejection and is just like, oh, Anne-Marie doesn't even want to be friends with me. Like, it's not even
Anne-Marie doesn't fully believe that you're a ghost. Really the biggest lesbian move we could have ever done, this miscommunication.
I guess I could just go by land and ride Poppy across the desert.
No, there are other planes. Or you could just, I don't know, teleport.
Do you think I can do that?
I don't know. I don't associate with people of the undead.
Anne-Marie,
you hear a whoosh as the whiskey or the rum bottle is gone. It's toppled off the edge.
You know that. I like point to where I think the ghost is. I'm like, you know that. Okay? This is not new information. It's nothing personal.
Anne-Marie, has a ghost ever wronged you before?
I haven't given it the chance. And I want to stay. I want to stay in that power. I never want to give the ghost an upper hand.
I'm obviously not a ghost, okay? You can just say you don't want me to ride in the plane. You don't have to make up a big thing about there's a ghost and you think I'm a ghost and you don't want to be around ghosts. I'm not a ghost. You can just say, Caspia, get away from me, ride on your animal, and don't be in a plane with me.
Oh no, what are we going to do about Poppy? How do we tell Poppy that her rider, her owner is a ghost? What are we supposed to do?
Do we think that Poppy will understand?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a beautiful, living, sentient being who loved Caspia like I did. And would still maybe love if they would be honest about being a ghost.
I can tell when I'm being made fun of, okay?
What are you talking about? I am simply trying to... Listen, I would love to have you in my plane. I feel like you'd be a great co-pilot. I could trust you. And that's not something I can say about a lot of people.
What am I supposed to do?
Counting out
what am I
everyone
supposed
here.
to do to show you that I'm not a ghost?
No, it's fine. There's like nothing you can do because at this point, anything you do, I think it's a devil trick. So,
well, like Caspia is currently like still bleeding in spot and
that's a devil
smells
trick.
like burnt hair.
A devil trick. The devil plays tricks. Okay, you know, this is like there's a poltergeist, there's a ghost, there's a demon, there's a spirit, there's all of these different kinds of things. So, you know,
I go lay down on the ground.
The sun
I wait a moment to see if you sink through the floor.
I don't.
Another devil trick.
The sun is starting to set. It's getting a little cool, though. Whoever currently has the glove can feel the heat radiating off of it to the point that it is warm. Is anyone like messing with this glove, this crystal, is anything, or is it just kind of like going into a pack? I don't remember where it ended up.
Yeah,
right now. But if somebody else wants to look at it, I don't think Cassie is in a headspace to want to investigate. But if somebody else wants to,
if you happened to like, Anne-Marie doesn't know that you have it necessarily. So if you take it out, she'll probably mess with it.
Yeah, maybe I take it out. Maybe before I go and lay down, I just take out the glove and just set it like with like near the other stuff you've been looking at, and just say, Marion got the glove off of person who's apparently still alive. So if you want to take a look at it, you can. But be careful because it is nasty. And I kind of just gesture at like the singe.
Don't worry, I'm very good with nasty.
Then I go lay down on the ground.
Yeah, I'll mess with it.
Yeah, if you kind of walk up to it and you can, like I said, feel the warmth kind of radiating off of it to the point that, I mean, it like, not even in the way of like, when you're standing at a campfire and it's like, oh, my front side is very warm, but my back is so cold, and you got to rotisserie chicken it for a little while. As soon as you get within,
do you think I'm someone who camps?
I'm sure you sit near a fire.
I want you to look me in the eyes and say that I've been camping.
Look, I've never been camping a day in my life either, but I've been around campfires.
Okay, that's fair. Sorry, go on.
I guess I've camped once and it was horrible and I never did it again.
It sucks. Why do people do it anyway?
It was so cold. It was so uncomfortable. I hated it. The daytime was fun. Overnight sucked. I was like,
no,
this is the worst sleep I've ever had in my life. Why?
Yeah, my dad wakes me up at like fucking midnight. He's like, look at the stars. I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to sleep on this rock.
See, I feel like I left out too, though, because like I grew, like my family had like a ranch out in the middle of nowhere, so it's like I could go do camping things, but still go inside to a heater and a bed at night. So I was like, oh, cool, this works. So why camp? Anyway, it's not that. It is, as soon as you get within this radius, it's like your whole body gets warm, and you can just feel that warmth kind of like soak in, and it's just like a nice little like you have like a heating blanket just kind of wrapped around you. It's a little comforting. And like you can kind of pick it up and look it around, and it very clearly looks like they made the glove and they kind of situated it into this kind of wrapping onto it. But where the glove like is, like the crystal can touch skin on the inside, and then it just kind of situates on there. But even like when you pick it up and if you just kind of touch on the crystal, you can see the heat kind of like radiating off of it onto you. You don't feel any warmer, but it like you can see those heat waves and a little flick of like a flame every once in a while. Then if you let go of it, it kind of drains away, and vice versa with it currently. But that's about it, unless you're deciding you want to attempt to like fireball or anything. No. That's kind of what you're realizing.
No, it came out of, listen, I know that Sable had it on, but this seems very, very, dark, and it came out of a ghost's bag. So I'm definitely checking it out. I'm not gonna try to do anything with it.
Yeah.
I've done enough for one day. If I'm gonna do devil, I'm gonna mess with the devil, I'm gonna do it in the morning.
Words to live by, everybody. Only fuck with the devil once a day. But first thing in the morning. Started it off right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you kind of mess with it. If you sit it back down to anybody that's kind of within that area of it, you get that same kind of warmth. If you want to kind of, the elevator is not operable. There are stairs that kind of go all the way around. If y'all kind of dig through other bits, you'll find some leftover foods and supplies, some bedding, some other clothing. If y'all's are all messed up and everything, you can easily replace and kind of like take a minute to breathe. Get comfy if y'all want to bed down here for the night. Is there anything else anyone would like to do as the evening closes? Do y'all want to try and make any distance, or just kind of like relax here while you've kind of got the place to yourself?
I mean, we got planes, so I don't feel bad about resting for a bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm sleeping in a plane.
Do I find like any paint? Like I want to paint a name on the plane.
Yeah. I'll say, somewhere you find some. Mm-hmm. It's going to be in blue and yellow, but there is some.
That's fine. Because the plane is going to be called the Flying Dutchman, and I do want to draw 2 boobs on the front.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love they probably just look like big googly eyes. Like it's like
They're not on top. They're like under it. Like
oh, okay.
they're like below. So you can
People will
see
know.
them.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before the evening closes out? All right. Then I think with that, that is where we will put a close to today's session. Let everyone have a good night's rest, possibly. I don't know. We'll find out next time how that goes. But yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Let's go around real quick and let everybody reintroduce themselves. Tell us where they can find you, what you got going on, and all of that good stuff. I'll go in the same order. We'll start with Ashton.
Hi, Power Bottoms. Thank you so much for watching my Minecraft Let's Play. Today I was Ashton and also Anne-Marie. You can follow me anywhere on the internet at Popsicle Mike, or specifically on Twitter at Popsicle_Mike. I do a lot of things. Follow me on TikTok. I haven't posted in quite a long time, but I'm going to start posting again because I'm doing a lot more like fashion design stuff, and I'm going to post updates. So it's going to be super cool. So check that out. That's at Popsicle Mike, or follow my Twitch where I sometimes do Marvel Snap, and every time I lose, I do a shot. So that's good. Follow FKF Tweets on Twitter. It's a King Arthur podcast that I wrote. Or follow at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter. That's a podcast about cars. Yeah, it's at Cars Conspiracy. The show is called Written in the Cars. It's about Pixar's cars and how they have sex and how the world works. That we also haven't posted in a while, but we're recording very soon. And we have a bunch of episodes tiered up for season 2. So definitely go check that out. If you haven't listened to at least the first 6 episodes, go check it out, because that's where we recap the Cars and the Planes movies, and it's wild, y'all.
Hell yeah. Let's then go over to Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. You can find me online at Roll4Felicity, most places, including Twitch, where I also stream TTRPGs. Tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, I'm going to be streaming a one-shot of the game Warren Guard that's currently funding on BackerKit. And I'm actually going to be playing with Natalie Putum, who wrote the game. So I'm GMing, and she's one of the players. Which I think is the first time I'll ever be. I've GM'd games where the designer was like in chat or like watching the game. I don't think I've ever GM'd a game for the person who wrote it. So come watch that.
It's a wild experience, but it's super fucking helpful. I've done it now twice, and they've helped me so much with the rules. I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
It's gonna be great. It's a really good group. And then Thursday, March 7th, 6:30 also, I'm going to be playing a 2-player TTRPG called Lost Among the Starlit Wreckage, where we'll be playing as a pilot and a rescuer, basically, of like a mech that has blown up, and it's like a prompt-based game, so we're kind of like communicating over like the comms as like one of us will be trying to rescue the other person before their mech goes kaput. I think that's everything between now and the next stream that I'm doing. But if you want to keep up with other stuff that I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Blue Sky, and I post about, everything that I'm doing at Roll4Felicity and all those places.
Heck yeah, let's go over to Kian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon. I have been Marion today. I am a recurring cast member here, so I'm in Project Reach campaign, the Cypher AP. I am in, obviously, here, Lust and Dust. I am in the new Masks Horror campaign. So I'm covering a lot of ground on Entropy, which is super fun. You can also find me over on Lost Caravan. I am in our Fabula Ultima campaign with Taylor, which is super cool, super rad. I have a boyfriend and a girlfriend now, and I'm really excited about it. We're a little polycule. My boyfriend's a dragon. My girlfriend's a murderer who lives in my head. It's super fun. I love them both dearly. I am also in our Old Gods of Appalachia, the YouTube series that is being put out on Lost Caravan. What else do I do? Not next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. No. I don't remember when, but at some point in the month of March is the return of Nova, season 2 of Nova over on Lost Caravan. I love that campaign. It's going to be really tragic. We're dealing with all of our trauma. My character died 2 or 3 times last season in a game that death is not a mechanic, and now death is a mechanic in this game, so we'll see how many times it happens. And then also the return of Beacons over on High Shelf Collective, which is absolutely delightful. Feel free to follow me on the interwebs. I got some projects coming up that I can't talk about yet, but definitely come check things out. That is where you will hear about it first, is probably on Twitter, because that's where I am the most. Tay, do you want to go? And then I can do closeout for the channel.
Yeah. Hello, I am Taylor, or at Potato on Blue Sky, _4 and after on the site that we do not mention. I have been your GM and other characters for the day. You can find me, obviously here Friday. I think we've got like 3 more episodes is what we are currently aiming for. So let's see how that goes. Like Kian said, you find me every other Saturday over on Lost Caravan playing 5 Ultima, as well as you can find me every other Monday on Lost Caravan playing Lancer Hell's Gate. We are a bunch of assholes in a whole new universe, or not universe, galaxy now. So come check that out. You can also find me. Nope, that finished. I'm so used to saying Tuesdays. Werewolf. It's not. It's over. I survived, y'all. I did not expect that, because the second to last episode, I spent 2.5 of our 3.5 hours dead. So it was a surprise that I made it out of that alive, for sure, for sure. But yeah, next week Beacons will pick back up on High Shelf Collective. You can find me there. This Sunday will be part 2 of our Moonlight on Roseville Beach. If you liked the thirsty gay action of this, come check that out too. It is. I am the Scandalous playbook. It's like very like 1970s gay. We're on a beach, but like there's also weird alien monster Cthulhu shit happening. It is very fun. I want to play it so much more. It'll probably be coming because I love it so much. You can also find me starting the 11th over on Apochromatic Unlimited. I will be in a Esper Genesis campaign. We are doing very like Mass Effect-ish vibes. We're going to be like a 3-man strike team that like goes in and deals with all this intergalactic shit, a la like Spectres. We can do what we want. Paul is running that, so I'm sure it is going to be absolutely heartbreaking, and someone I love will die, as is the pattern when I play in Paul games. And I think that's all the things that I have coming right now, other than obviously wherever you listen to your podcast, look for Bloom in Blight. It is a Girl by Moonlight podcast. I'm the director for it. It is absolutely amazing. My cast is beautiful and wonderful, and it is just such a good time. I say such a good time. It is traumatizing and very sad, and but in magical girl fashion, there is that like light at the end of the tunnel there. It is very, very good. We should be coming back from our hiatus very soon. We've had like a little winter break there, but the rest of season 1 will come out, and we've already started recording season 2. So you're gonna have so much to listen to. So come check that out. That's me. Back to you, Kian.
Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, for coming to hang out. Come hang out with us in a couple of weeks. Every other Monday, Minecraft Taskmasters. Tuesday night's going to be Masks Horror Game. Thursday nights is going to be Project Reach, our Extraction, our Cypher AP. Friday nights, Lust and Dust. Saturdays, we've got our Traveling Home. So definitely follow us on social media. Come join our Discord. Links are all over the page. I am going to toss us into a raid over to our friends at High Shelf Collective, who I'm not quite sure. It says Divination RPG Actual Play. I'm not familiar, but should be a good time.
Cool. Y'all should check it out. It's a tarot-based card game. It's on Kickstarter right now. Hence why we're running it. The creators of it are a part of the stream. So the GM that does it knows like everything about it because I helped make it. So
that's so sick.
Cool. But yeah, definitely hang around, say hi to them, and we will catch y'all next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
If the raid works.